Is gonna go down as the most famous insane coke rant in history. Hello everyone, welcome to Pomelofever. Today we are gonna watch this 500 million house that is pretty viral today. Apparently, we don't go to houses anymore, we just react on YouTube, and I'm very excited why is this so expensive where I can barely afford to buy a full set of fast food. I can't even get enough chicken nuggets. Anyways, we are watching this 500 million house. This is pomelofever. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. It would really help the channel a lot. It would feed the algorithm and to churn out more contents like this. Bel Air, California. It looks like an old research facility that's made for labs, and it's been redesigned for homes. Or I don't know if I think it's because of the shape overall. Ooh, fancy.
So we just had the most epic house tour in the history of our channel. I think in the history of anybody's channel. I'm sure you all agree, the best house ever.
Oh my God, is this the old
Niall
song?
is with me today because we're
That's what he's been doing after running for president.
And basically he said a few things
Like
in
an edgy Donald
the
Trump.
house tour that spanked my curiosity, and who better to explain it than Niall? You said in the last video, I asked you, what is the best part about this house? In fact, I think it was Adam even that asked you that question. And you said something like, what we can do with the house.
Mm-hmm.
What did you mean? Tell everybody.
Well, I think that I have something very, very exciting, and I believe that I don't have this by chance. I believe that I was always meant to be able to create this house. When we first tried to pull a permit for this house, the
Looks like
plan
a
checker made a
Avenger
mistake
base.
and approved it for larger than it should be.
It does really look like a research facility or something like that. Oh, thank you for liking the stream,
At
Muchachai.
the beginning, and then they changed all the rules, making it absolutely impossible to build this house again. Really, the one is fitting for this, and the house is called the One Bel Air, and my show is called The One. And between those two, I think that we have the ability to really change the world in a very positive way.
When you say change the world in a positive way, how does this house
Change the world.
I need you to explain
I
that.
will explain. So, because of COVID, all of the venues around the world have been either shut down or dramatically altered. There is nowhere in the world really where you can go for a venue like you used to have, like a big boxing match, or the Academy Awards, or the Grammys, or anything else that required a large crowd to gather at Staples Center or MGM or Caesar's Palace or any of these other places. But we have it now because this house has the ability to hold 900 people
What?
in a safe COVID environment. And what is being created for this house is a show that everyone will want to watch and identify with because it stars me. I live in the house, and I live in the house with people that I love.
Wait. So he is trying to make like a show for 900, or that can accommodate 900 people in his house? Okay.
And we do crazy things and have crazy parties, but we also help the world in so many different ways. And one of those ways we're doing it is we are creating gigantic boxing matches right in the grass with the world championship boxers that you could ever imagine.
But why that? Why is there always a fascination for this alpha males with like boxing matches and appearing to look cool? I don't get it.
And concerts and anything that you could
And concerts.
imagine that has a pay-per-view event leading up to the pay-per-view event will be my show. So the The talent will come through, the weigh-ins will be here, and we will interact with all of the entertainment that lead to the pay-per-view platform. But the pay-per-view platform will be either a Showtime or our own pay-per-view platform that will rain money down. And with that, I am going to have a very, very successful show, and I'm going to have events like they used to have, where you have energy and you have atmosphere. And that's what we're going to do right here, starting in the next couple of months. We're going to have a world championship boxing event with the biggest boxers that you've heard of in your life, with round tables around the boxing event where people are going to come and they're going to eat and they're going to have a good time again in an event the way that it used to be, but way better than it ever was.
Wait a minute. If you're making a house that can accommodate 900 people for the sole purpose of avoiding COVID, aren't you making a place where it's gonna be a super spreader area?
Because we have the energy from the city and we have the energy from this house.
Can I put myself down for a front row seat?
Look at this guy's earring.
Yeah, you can. They'll be 35,000 to 40,000 each, but you can.
What?
Ouch.
Oh my!
Listen, my goal is, you know, the fight between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao made $700 million on pay-per-view. We have a better event venue space than they
Which is
were
just
in
grass.
when that made that kind of pay-per-view money. And I believe doing events in this house through a show that everyone will want to watch, that will fuel the publicity for the pay-per-view, making it even bigger. And when money comes down like that, I'm going to go into the city. And I'm going to go into East LA and Beverly Hills. And I'm going to make people's dreams come true. And I'm going to see and read people, and anyone that's good, that has a real idea that they've never had the chance, I'm going to give them a 3-page contract. And I'm going to put all of the responsibility on them to report back to me. And that exact day, without lawyers, I'm going to write how much I own of their company, and I'm going to write them a check and give it to them.
This guy just does it all. Like, he just one day goes there and does his thing.
And I will only be able to do it with pay-per-view that comes to us. And with that, the whole entire world will change. And I really believe that the world needs this house.
The world needs this house. What do you offer? Do you offer a big gymnasium, sir? No, I offer a 500 million house with a lawn. Price per seat on front row, $45,000. Shark Tank closed. All the sharks denied.
Let me just interrupt you for a second. So it is also my understanding, based on our previous conversations, and I just want to be very candid with everyone, you also are inviting people to jump on board with this opportunity. Is that correct?
Yes, now I am absolutely, because I will say something to you. We have our analysts looking into our numbers. And based on the numbers of previous pay-per-view events, after 3 events in this house, the valuation of this company, not the house, this company, will be $3 to $6.5 billion. That's bigger than Twitter.
Ooh.
It is a gigantic opportunity. It is like somebody saying right now to you, do you want to buy Twitter the first day it comes out? That's what we're talking about here. And
So just so everybody's clear, what you're saying is you are going to set up a corporation
yes,
that people can invest in,
yes,
and they can share in the profits and participate in all of these events,
yes.
et cetera,
And let me say something, and I want to say it.
And I want to say something before you do.
Okay.
The reason I think this is very credible is
This guy is just trying to talk to him without trying to hurt his feelings. Is he like, wait a minute, listen here, your point is valid, but, and this guy is already doing the power stance. Look at his face, like, it's like, you better watch your tone.
pulled off something that I didn't think anybody could ever pull off. You built this house, which is I think the most expensive house definitely in America, but if not in the world.
Probably in the world, yeah.
Certainly the largest house in the urban world.
Yes.
And it was impossible to do, and
Yes.
you've pulled some miracles off.
Yeah.
So I honestly believe that you can
honestly
also do
feel
what you're
it's
talking about, and
over-
that's why
floated,
I'm having this
the
out on the
price.
channel, because I think this could be something quite spectacular.
It can be, and it's so much bigger than us. I want you to just think of a couple things, like this house happened just to be here, right in front of the city, and looking right down below is UCLA. UCLA has probably 25,000 parking spaces in all of their above ground garages that they built that they don't use in the evening. So we will be able to have events here where the neighbors will not even notice. And we are planning on helping this neighborhood and giving to the HOA and making every...
Wait a minute. You are trying to say that at night, you are trying to say that you are making an event where a lot of people would gather there, and then these people with cars that accumulate 900,000, you're saying that this event is to prevent, you're trying to make a microcosm of event, basically an event center to people to not stay there, but use it as like a venue of some sort, and then say that your event, it wouldn't disturb everyone at night where there's a lot of people going in there, and then worst of all is occupying the afternoon slots of a college university at the afternoon, which I don't think you have the right for.
Everybody a part of this, but absolutely, without any question, this is something that the world needs, and it's something that I need. I spent 10 years building this house.
Really, 10 years?
And for the past 3 years, I am the biggest developer in Los Angeles. And I have the best houses. I couldn't sell one house. 2 years before COVID, I couldn't sell a house.
I mean...
Then COVID came, I couldn't sell a house. Until finally the point I ran out of money. And I have a Chapter 11 on one of the houses I live in. And this house, I was just notified, has a notice of default placed against it. But I am 100% positive this is going to resolve itself, not only for me, because I've worked for 10 years of my life on this, but for the people of the world and for the investors.
This is only what he has. This has to work.
That are going to come in now. The investors are going to not only help me solve my issue that I've lost, but they are going to give the ability to make an unbelievable show, probably the best television show that's ever been, and the best events better than they ever were before COVID. And the most important thing, we are going to teach the world about sustainability through my show, through all kinds of the latest technology like holograms.
When you say holograms,
Like what? Holograms. But how much? $50,000. Just the entrance with water. Max.
what do you mean holograms?
We have the latest technology where you have someone standing there that looks like a person, but it's a hologram that's created
Like
on a
Tupac?
stage in 2.5 seconds with all the cameras taking a picture of you at the same time. But we're also going to do things like the new technology of televisions that snap together. We're going to create virtual Shark Tanks where we talk about how we don't need to take things from the ocean because you have so much more versatility and you have less cost. We are going to have crazy events, and I want to tell everyone an idea of my event that it will be here in this house once this is solved. We Are the World 2022, and I'm going to have podiums set up throughout this entire house, and we are going to do a modern day remix of We Are the World, and I am going to have the biggest entertainers ever in the history singing.
If you let this guy talk for hours, at around 5 hours, he would start talking about how this plot of land can cure cancer and research facilities, and then only like 30 minutes after or 30 seconds later, he would then go off point and talk about how this plot of land could power the sun.
On each podium, but I'm also going to have people like Jamila Saud, my current wife, who it didn't work out, but we're getting a divorce with, an unbelievable singer, that she is going to be on the podium singing next to the biggest singers.
my God,
in
this
the
guy's
world.
a
But
lot.
you know who else is going to be singing next to them? Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson and Prince and Elvis Presley, because every single one of these singers are going to be holograms. And I am going to get every single singer to come here for free and do it, because every penny is going to go to help everybody else.
That's absolutely amazing.
What?
That's truly, truly amazing. and it's so exciting. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you.
It's only the start. I have, with this
Oh
show,
God, he's not
and with
gonna
this event
stop.
platform, and with the pay-per-view, and with me helping everybody that I possibly can in the world, not only is it going to give people hope, but it's going to give the world events the way that they remember events, but better.
Let me ask you a question. So, early.
I will make events better with what? Holograms. But holograms of dead people and like television that snap back together, and then they are powered by solar powered bees.
We mentioned that you're giving anybody the opportunity to be part of this.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that? What does that mean?
Oh God.
We are going to sell certain amount of shares in the LLC, not the underlying real rights of the house, but in this new event space technology that we're going to do. And I will tell you that it is going to make so much money based on what other pay-per-view events have done, that even if my 3 boxing events make $80 to $100 million in total, which is absolutely, it's impossible that it wouldn't, when the smallest of boxing events had made $200, $300, $400 million, the valuation of this company will be $3 to $6 billion after only the 3 events. And with that, it's going to let me expand my vision through everything that I want to do, and there is so much. But I want to say one
There
other thing.
is
I
a
have so much to
lot.
say, but let me just say one other thing. I am going to buy this plane that I call the God plane, and it is gigantic.
The God plane?
God plane. And I'll tell you why. Because I have a lot of friends who are billionaires.
That's
I
why
have a
with the
lot
God
of friends
complex.
who have more money than they know what to do with. And you understand, if you have $1 billion,
Well, okay, if this was on Shark Tank and like people would ask, what is your reasoning for that price? We know that you held a right land here that's very good, very promising, but with your price range, what could you offer? What's your reason for all this? I have billionaire friends that they don't know what money, what to do with their money. That's it. This guy could just sell anything. Like, if you brief him with the product he's selling, he doesn't even know how. He doesn't even have to know what product you're selling. He's just gonna one day do it ad lib and just sell it, and the person would be entertained for a sec, and then after like an hour conversation, the guy would ask, "What are you selling?" And he doesn't even know what he's talking about.
how much money you're making a year if it's at 5%? What if you have $2 billion? What if you have $3 billion?
You can never spend that money.
Well, I have a friend who has $3 billion. And when I was in my house looking up at the sky, saying I didn't have enough money to buy a cheeseburger, he wouldn't help me. And I decided right then, that's never going to happen to anybody that I see, that I trust, that's a good person. That will never happen. It's ostentatious and it's crazy, but you know what? All of my friends fly alone. My plane will never, ever fly alone, because my plane has lounges and it has living rooms and it has bedrooms. And I am going to, through a lotto system or through my own eye, pick different people to come on that plane only one way. But it's going to give them the ability to be on a plane like that and dream bigger than they've ever dreamed.
Oh my God.
And I guarantee you, every time that plane flies, someone will have a new investment in their company from me. And those are the kind of things I'm going to do. My plane will never fly.
You need to make sure you get the tail number Oscar November Echo 1.
This guy has a complex for sure. He look at the way he speaks. It's always like a solution for something, but at the end of the day, it would always rotate back to how he could benefit. Like, for example, how he just has this God complex. Oh my God.
Okay, we'll work on that. You know
There
what?
you go.
You're going to be with me on your channel when I get this plane. It's ready in 2023. I'm going to have the logos put on each of the headrests, and we're going to get that tail number, and you are going to put it on your channel.
Deal. And I want to be on the first flight.
You will be on many flights, my friend.
That's exciting. That's exciting. So what we can do is we can put, I guess, an email address
Yes,
to contact you.
I'll get it to you,
And people can just write you that they're interested, and then we'll take it from there.
Yep, we have the whole prospectus. We have everything, absolutely.
Well, that's brilliant.
Thank you,
Well,
thank you.
well, Niall, I mean, so exciting. I had no idea what you were going to say, but this is so exciting.
There's so much more to come. This is just like the pin.
Well, I'm going to have Adam add that all in.
If this guy had like much money than he has, the world would be in chaos. It'd be like think of the absurdiest thing, like chimpanzee building with like, I don't know, man. This is gonna be so chaotic. I can't even believe that he was able to make a very beautiful house though.
Into the
Very beautiful
description,
house.
people will reach out to you directly, and I'm sure you've got people that will handle those incoming emails, because
yeah.
I imagine you'll get a lot. It's
hope.
like investing, like as you say, in Twitter on the very first day. Or
It's incredible. It will be. It will be incredible.
So it's a big opportunity.
And,
for
and not
people.
only, I just want to say to everybody, not only is it an incredible investment, but everyone that solves my issues, which in turn helps me live in this house, and get my show created, and get these pay-per-view platforms up, they will all be part of changing the world.
Well, that's amazing.
Oh
I
God.
can't thank you enough. And guys, look in the description. You'll find all the info there. Contact Niall. Be part of this amazing new event platform. It's spectacular. I wish you guys could sit where I'm sitting and see this in real time. It's stunning. But again, thank you for everything.
You're
Niall.
welcome.
And
I want to say one other thing.
Yeah, sure.
I have two terrific boys, Bryce and Brent.
And he's gonna promote his
Brent
son.
is not graduated. Bryce is graduating, but they don't know really what to do in their life, and they're like a lot of other teens. Just to give you an idea of one thing that we're going to do, they are unbelievable artists. And I already told them, start doing the best art you can, your sculptures, your paintings, whatever it is, and we're going to put it in this house along $5, $10, $20 million pieces. And with that, we're going to open an art gallery for teens down the street, and you'll be able to go and help teens realize their dreams. And not just my two kids. Whatever teens are great artists, there's so many things we can do in the world.
There's so brilliant.
So many things.
That's amazing. That's
There's
amazing.
there's so
the
many
world
things.
needs that.
The world needs
that.
the one, the world needs the one, and the world needs these events, because the world needs a new champion. The world needs somebody positive. The world needs somebody that cares about them, and that's me.
Well, I think everybody watching this will know, just by watching you, how genuine you really are. We spoke numerous times.
Very
on the phone.
genuine,
This is the
though.
first time I'm ever meeting Niall, and I thought to myself, wow, this is going to be a fun experience, because you have so many ideas, and sometimes your brain goes faster than my brain can figure out what it is you're actually saying.
His
But
brain
after
is going
spending all
off
this
on
time
like
with you,
neurons
it's all
of
become a
ideas.
reality. My hat is off to you. Brilliant job, man.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Just the start, man.
So, read the description. You'll see everything there if you want to be part of this epic adventure. We thank you for watching. Niall, I thank
my
you for the
God.
house tours. I thank you for
This
this
is so
interview.
chaotic. This man
Guys,
is so
we're in it to win
chaotic.
it. You know what to do. Hit the bell, hit the subscribe, and hey, thank you, Niall.
Oh God, that was so chaotic. This dude, this man, oh my God. It's like, oh God, I don't know where to start, man. Just the concept of what he's talking about. I can't believe this is a very beautiful house though. But insinuating a lot of those things are very big. At the end though, like, if you let this guy talk for like hours and hours, he would not stop. And like, uh, name anything, name any sci-fi thing. Think of like Tron or something like that, and this place can do it. Cancer research facility, maybe on the master bedroom. Anyways, that's the idea. This is called the biggest and most expensive house in the world. The One. Its vision and future explained. Who is this guy? Let's see at the comments. We'll help you by building a boxing match on the grass. This guy has legit lost his damn mind. Well, we'll help the world by building a boxing match on the grass. This is what happens when you permanently wear a beanie in LA sun. Your brain melts. The most famous insane coke rant in history. This is unscripted interview is 18 minutes of the most compelling unedited footage of one man's descent into unhinged and deranged dissociation from reality. And in real time too, producer Michael and his camera crew deserve some kind of award from inadvertently creating a landmark in trainwreck interviews. Meghan Markle and Oprah can't hold a candle to this masterpiece. Oh my god, the dude was just feeding him. Like, on his mind, producer Michael, if Budget Trump would just like, oh my god, what did I sign up to? Adam and Michael, you guys unintentionally produced a masterpiece. This is like a deep dive documentary of a nut job that rivals anything Netflix has released. Oh my god, it's so chaotic. This dude went full on Kanye West. Never go full Kanye West. Dude, oh my god. This guy's so chaotic. I feel like if he is in the area and like if you meet him in a shopping mall or like a convenience store, he would just non-stop rant about his area and how it could like do the absurdest things. Okay, I think that's enough. Thank you for tuning in.